Good morning, it's nice to see you. Good morning to you. Well, today is yard day. I'm going to do a little bit of planting, and I'm Connie, over 70, still glamorous. I put my makeup on different today because my girlfriend was saying that her doctor said that she needed a brow lift if she wanted to have, I guess, an arch in her eye. I don't know. But anyway, today I only put a very light gray on just my eyebrows, on my hairs. No accenting. So, if you've seen my other videos, you know that my eyebrows look more arched because I add a little height out here. And then I bring it down. So therefore, you would get an arch right here. Anyway, try it. Also, I just put on my, first my vitamin C, and then plenty of sunscreen, SPF 15, and then just my 20 SPF Neutrogena, number 60. Just that by itself. I didn't add any lighter one today. And my matte lipstick. Very little eye makeup. Matter of fact, I put blue on the bottom, and I even put blue under my waterline. How do you like that? Well, that's blue. And I'm going out, a little bit of my e.l.f. bright pink blush. So, right now it's kind of nice, but it's probably going to get very hot. So keeping my forehead covered, and because sometimes my forehead will start perspiring. So I'm off and running to the yard. And if it gets too sunny, I will throw a hat over this. Okay? And in case you're wondering why I want to do the yard work right now, is because I have another carpet appointment, and I will be getting my carpet in hopefully a week, maybe a week and a half. I'll have to get an appointment date and find out sure for exactly. So I don't want to be taking the chance of dragging any dirt on my brand new carpet. So I'm going to be starting in this area right there because I noticed there's 3 little marigold plants coming up out of nowhere. So if that's a good spot for them to dry, that's where I'm going to plant some more. Right there, marigolds. You know, it's so sunny out here, I really can't see if you're getting a good view, but I hope so. My camera doesn't want to stand up straight with my little rig here. So I just have to do it like that. I'm going to dig up these little feathery weeds. You know, you see them anywhere. Want to make sure you get the whole thing. I could get a shovel and dig up a bigger area, but I prefer it this way. I know, these yard things are pretty boring, but hey, you can always move on, you know. That's the great thing about YouTube. I just give you another day in the life of Connie Murphy, over 70. Still glamorous. Now, I never really have a firm plan. I just kind of do it as I go. And I only plan a little bit at a time. I don't need the instant gratification when people plant, you know, 10 pots of flowers or something, and then all of a sudden they're too close together, or they realize they got to take some out because they planted too many plants. I see that all the time as I'm driving around. So I know how big the plant is going to grow, and so one plant is going to go in there. And then the next space, one plant will go in there, not 5 in one spot. Does that make sense? Oh, by the way, I found a cutting for roses that you can actually plant roses from a stem that will grow into a rose bush. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you that later, because my favorite rose bush behind me comes back every single year, well, 15 now, and so I want to get more of those without having to buy a bush. Sun's coming out. Can you see me? Now right here is kind of a cute, it's a weed, but it's a cute ground cover, and I'm thinking, no, maybe I'll keep that part. I'll show you what they look like. Take my camera. This is what they look like. I don't know, I think they look kind of cute. They spread out nicely. Now this is the ground cover that I bought, and it's very, very succulent, so it's nice and thick, and I've been told that the weeds have a harder time getting through there. So I'll see where I'm going to plant that. Now these are the marigolds I told you that are growing out of nowhere. There's a little sprout right there, right alongside this pot that I was going to plant some orange in for color, but since it's coming over there, I may take this one out. Still in the pot. Still in the pot, as you can see. And I've got to be very careful not to pull out my purslane, because I've been using that in my food. And I accidentally pulled up a little baby one. Matter of fact, since it's so small, I'll eat it right here. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so it's been, I guess, a couple of hours. I didn't actually plant anything, but I weeded all the little weeds that I didn't want, and I built up and filled in the cracks between the rocks. So tomorrow, I'll do 2 more sections of filling and pulling, and then I'll be thinking about planting. By the way, do you think I have a round face or an oval face? I was looking at that on the internet the other day too. Okay, so this is what I finished today. Took out all the weeds except those little ones that I kind of like, and I'm actually going to intermix this hardy one in between those and have a combination of 2. So I filled in the cracks over here. I saved my 3 little plants. Pulled out weeds over here. Filled in the cracks. Pulled out weeds over here. Filled in the cracks up into this point, which is right outside my bedroom window. And this is the rose bush that I'm going to take a stem from. Let's see, I want to get a hardy stem. So I think I'll take these in the house up to about here, and then I'll take a stem there. Take off all the thorns and the leaves, cut them at an angle on both ends, stick it into some potting soil with little sand. Well, my dirt happens to have a lot of sand. That's why I have good drainage. And we'll keep an eye on it, okay, girls? But I love these because they have pink and yellow. Okay, so cleaned up. Gonna pick some purslane that is the length that I like it to chop it up. I still have a jar about that tall, that round, full, but I just love it in my food. Okay, so this is a purslane and it's growing really good. And this section here I'm going to keep for the purslane. So I'm going to pick it, chop it up. Now, if you see something like this in your yard and the stems are hairy, don't eat it. It's not purslane. Okay, now I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to go in and put it in some sauce with maybe a little steamed rice and some ginger. Okay, so I'm going to go indoors now, and if you've got any ideas what might look good out here in my yard that are perennials, because they grow back every year, and no annuals. I don't want to have to dig them up and replant them every year. Okay, so did I say a tisket, a tasket? I've got my purslane in my basket. There it is. Okay, have a wonderful week. I'll see you soon. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be fearless and I'm going to be wearing my bathing suits and a bikini. I'll post that Saturday, so stay tuned. Love you guys. Don't forget that little girl inside of you. Mwah. Bye-bye. So, I peeled my potatoes on top of my dish. Well, what would you call that? Drainer, whatever. I'll just sweep them off to the trash can. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 potatoes. I'm going to chop them up real small. Put a little water in one of my bowls. Cover it up and let it cook for about, I'd say 7 minutes. And then I'll fry it with my purslane. And some green onion, garlic salt, and pepper. So I decided to have potatoes instead of rice with my purslane and my green onion. Taking them out of the microwave, and now I'm going to fry them. Added my garlic salt and my pepper. Now I think I told you that I cook my eggs up with the lid on them. And I'll cook it longer if I want them sunny side up, but today I'm going to have them over easy. So now I'll cook the other side, and I'm going to eat. Mangiana. I think that means eat. Bye. I'm done. So it got hot out there. Still got food in my mouth. But I wanted to tell you, if you want to continue frying those potatoes until they're brown on the, around the edges, go ahead and do it. They'll just have a little crispier, drier consistency. I gotta go. I'm warm. My cheeks are rosy. My hubby's home, so we're gonna visit. Bye. And now, here's another tip, I think. I cut up my vegetables on my granite countertop after I've wiped it down. Then I just scoop everything into the jar or the bowl that I'm gonna contain it in. I wanna have everything ready because I'm gonna be outdoors more. My hubby cooks at totally different times than I do, and he wants to buy a new stove, and this one works good. That burner, come on, baby. Well, of course you're going to do that. I'm recording. Well, so I spray down my stovetop with vinegar and water after every use. And I told my hubby if he will do this for a month, every time he cooks, then I'll agree to get a new stovetop. And I like doing this too. I need my glasses. Okay, this is definitely the end of the video. I'm going to go take a shower. See you later.